I had someone email me today asking me, will we continue to stay into the 90s all the way into the holidays? I think people are really thinking that this could just go on and on and on. No, we will not. The temperatures will come down. The change of seasons requires that. We may stay a little above normal, but it won't still be in the 90s. Not that we haven't hit a 90-degree reading in the winter before. We have, but that's very, very rare. It is certainly very much like summer today. This is the, well, 2 more full days of summer is all we have left of this incredible record-breaking season we have gone through together. 94 degrees is where we are right now. That's after the high today of 97. 8 o'clock tonight, we're expecting about 88, and at 10 p.m. tonight, pretty nice at 79 degrees with a clear sky and some very dry air. It's 97 right now, still out in Llano. Burnett at 92, 93 in Marble Falls, Johnson City, and down into Blanco. Here in the metro area, 93s across Hayes County, and most of Travis County. Round Rock coming in at 92, same in Pflugerville and up in Taylor in our eastern counties. Low 90s except for LaGrange, still at 95. Austin's 94, only 17% relative humidity. Out at the airport, mostly clear, 93 degrees. Winds southwesterly at 3 in the city and easterly at 9 at ABIA. Sunset is at 7:29 tonight. Mole count still high, 2,562. Ragweed medium today, and Fall Elm at 22 is low. Temperatures around the state. Dallas at 89, Houston at 87, 85 in Corpus, a little hotter than San Antonio at 93, and 96 degrees out in San Angelo. Very little happening across the state right now, but there's a little front that slipped into the panhandle. It's south of Amarillo at this hour, and it's going to keep chugging this way. Tomorrow afternoon, it'll be approaching the Abilene area, so we'll see a day tomorrow very much like today, hotter than it's supposed to be. On Thursday, that front comes right on down here into central Texas, and we have at least a 20% chance that some shower activity, maybe a few isolated thunderstorms, could break out along this front Thursday afternoon. Then it'll move on down to the coast, and we'll have no more rain chances after that from Friday through the weekend. We continue to watch the tropics, hoping actually for a little tropical storm or maybe a little hurricane to come up to the Texas coast, but it doesn't look very likely. This system out here in the Atlantic is still 1,000 miles east of the Windward Islands. A 70% chance that it could develop into our next tropical depression or tropical storm here over the next 2 days. Computer models, most of them want to veer it to the northwest, but there are a couple of models that do bring it westward into the Caribbean, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. It is becoming, though, late enough into the season that these don't tend to do much in terms of coming into Texas this time of year. The westerlies increase, the jet stream shifts to the south, and that always tends to steer these things away from the Texas coast this time of year. Not out of the question, it's just not very often that it happens. Okay, tonight, low temperatures, nice again in the morning. We saw 50s in many areas this morning, 60s right here in the city, and in the morning, most of us in the low to mid 60s, but some 50s in the coolest rural areas. And then tomorrow afternoon, high temperatures, at least probably where we have been today, mid 90s, most areas. Overnight, clear. Let's go 64 in the city in the morning with a light east-southeasterly wind. Tomorrow afternoon, 96 southeast winds, then go to the east at about 5 to 10. Plenty of sunshine, a lot like today. There's that 20% chance of showers on Thursday with the front coming in. Friday, first day of autumn, and just in time, we might actually enjoy a day with the high temperatures in the upper 80s, although we might rebound right back to 90 degrees this weekend and back into the mid-90s, I'm afraid, early next week. So what's fall going to be like this year? Coming up at 6 o'clock tonight, we're going to take a look